Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Rita's Book Club. Uh, just a quick thank you again to everyone that has been watching my videos and liking my posts on Instagram. Thank you so much for all your support. I'm super excited for this week's episode. In fact, I'm always excited, but this one is just one of those. Uh, Today we are talking about Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. And a few months ago, all of my mutuals on tumblr.com were talking about this book and sharing quotes and scenes from it. And it got me really curious. I was a little interested in reading the book. And finally, last week, I've read the book and I was completely hooked. It has been a while since I've read a book this fast, but I couldn't stop. It was so addictive. Um, as some of you might know, and the others don't, but the story follows first son Alex Claremont Diaz and his enemies to friends to lovers relationship with one beautiful British prince, Harry Fox Montchryston Windsor. I'm sorry for mispronouncing the name, but it's just like so big. So when one of Alex's many confrontations with Prince Harry happens at a royal wedding, both the White House and Buckingham Palace have to do some damage control, as you might imagine. The plan is super simple: stage a fake friendship between them. And what they didn't expect is that they actually, after getting to know one another and spending time together without all the cameras and all the glamour behind their positions in society, they actually become friends and later on realize that they have been in love with each other for years, basically. They are super different, like, but also so similar. They get one another, and even the bad things. They relate with each other a lot in certain aspects of their lives. And as I said before, their positions in society, with Alex being the first son of the first female president of the US, and Prince Harry being like a prince and having to live a life according to what the Queen expects of him, and with that shadow looming over him. Um, in this book, we also see like a crazy re-election campaign for Alex's mom, President Claremont, uh, and just like the biggest trigger warning for everybody like myself that are still not over the stress of the US elections last year. Please be warned. The end of the book might trigger you a little bit, and like I'm not even American, and I was stressed as hell through everything. So just a quick note for everyone that might still be triggered by that week. Um, I thought that the story between Alex and Henry is truly so amazing. It's young love and coming out, of course. They have to come out. They come out, but I think it's also discovering their backstories and each other. How they thought they knew everything about the other, and realizing that they actually don't, and there are many aspects that they can relate with. They discover all the layers of each other, and I'm still not over the how they just learn to be friends, and there are so many beautiful conversations bet along the book. You can, I think it's not a spoiler to say that You can read some of their emails to each other and their text messages, and I think it's those little moments that cement the relationship and the friendship with each other, because before they are together as a couple, they are best friends. And I think it's it's super important to have that, because of course they were afraid of coming out to the world, and it's like the son of the US president and a prince, the queen's grandson, but they weren't afraid to take a leap of faith with in each other. uh, they they realized that they were it for each other, and they would sacrifice everything um, to have that. I also really loved some of the secondary characters, their parents, and sometimes the necessary PowerPoint presentation about coming out. Um, the sisters, of course, June, Alex's sister, and Bea, Prince Harry's sister. They were hilarious, and like their confidants. Their best friends, Nora and Bess, they were both hilarious and the most supportive. And even the PR security team, um, the need to know moments where they tell you specifically, like, if I don't need to know this, please don't tell me. I don't need to see it. And it was extremely funny. They were all very iconic, and the interactions between them were so well thought and perfect for each moment. And even the dog, David the dog, um, Prince Harry dog, was just so brilliant. I really liked it. And this is just one of those feel good books. Sure, you have some drama, you have a lot of sweet moments between them, and just hilarious parts that will really make you laugh a lot. Uh, like a little one that I have to share, because I was obsessed with this part, and I think it's one of the most hilarious things I've ever read on a book. So I'm going to read it to you. It says, he feels like a dog that has to be taken on walks to get his energy out, especially when June says, you are like a dog that has to be taken on walks to get his energy out. I think it's just so hilarious, and this coming out from Alex's point of view was truly hilarious. And I think for all the right reasons, I'm going to give this book like an 18.5. It's just one of those books, it makes you laugh and it makes you feel good. It's a beautiful journey between them, a beautiful journey of self-discovery, even. And it's not a complicated story. It's a love story. It's simply a love story. Boy meets boy, but boy becomes enemies with the other boy. Then boy becomes best friends with the other boy. But boy finally realizes that it has been boy loves boy since the first moment that they met. And I think it's confusing, I know, but it's also so good, so good. Um, Please let me know your own opinion on the book. Have you read it? Did you like it? What are your thoughts about the characters? Did you like the interactions between Alex and Henry? Just let's talk with me. Talk with me about it, because I really like the book and I want to hear your opinion. As always, if you like this video, please give me a like, a comment, subscribe to my channel. You can also share it with others, and you can also follow me on Instagram, Rita's Book Club, for more content. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next week. Happy readings!